I want to talk about the current state of dating. Um, the most normal thing to do now is to meet people online. That's the norm. Um, Going up and approaching people, that's out of the norm. I heard a good thing. If you're a man, and you want to date, what's probably best for you to do is to get a dog. Um, I heard Alex Stein talking about it just now on the Culture War show with Tim Pool, and he said he heard that from Jordan Peterson, and it makes sense. You get a dog. You don't want to get a huge fight dog. You want to get a nice dog. Like a medium-sized dog is cool. You can get a hound, whatever. Um, Something that you can make really friendly around other people. Um, like a lab, something like that. Take them out, take them for their walks. You go to the parks, you go to the beaches, you go to the state parks, you go to all these different places. And what it does is when you got a nice friendly dog that's wagging their tail, they're having a good time, it gives you social status with women. It's kind of like, it's almost like having a little girl or something, like obviously. So like if you're a man and you have a daughter, um, that signals with women that you're safe, because women want the bad boys. Yes, they like the hint of danger, but they don't want to. Most of them don't want to be physically threatened, whether it's a sexual advance physically threatened or just beaten up. They most likely they like the drama, but they don't want it when it gets too violent. They don't want to get hurt. So if a man has like a daughter, like a small daughter, that makes a woman feel really comfortable that he's a safe man. He's got a daughter, and it's kind of like you being out with attractive women. If you're surrounded by attractive women and they're like enjoying your company, your conversation, um, and that's why I think it's good to, if you can control it, you have to be able to control it so you don't end up being like a simp. You have to understand like this relationship is, and I know it's manipulative, but they're manipulating you too. So it's kind of like a draw. But you can be friends with the girl. Like I said, but a lot of guys have problems controlling their sexual frustration. They end up getting attached. They want her to be, they want her to be in a relationship. But if you can detach yourself from that, anything that could happen with that, just try to be friends, and you don't have to be no simp or like, ooh, crying, like listen to all the crying and stuff about whatever. But like, if you could just be cool, have a fun, platonic relationship, almost similar to, um, like, almost like you're really dating her. Like, just treat her like, okay, listen to Corey Wayne. This is what I want to say. Go listen to Corey Wayne. He's really intelligent. He understands women very well. That's my go-to. And um, it's so you want to keep like she's your bratty little sister, like keep it fun, playful, joking. So you definitely have to find somebody that's get your sense of humor, and you guys can banter back and forth, and just don't have no expectations with that relationship other than just friends. But when you go places with this person, other women will see, and it's just networking. Even if like you're social media friends with this person, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like if there's having good network of females makes you more attractive to the other women, because other women like, what does he have that she's, because they don't know that you're not together. So they have this mindset of what does he have to keep her around? But they they don't know, they don't know, they're just friends. So and you don't have to be like holding each other, kissing each other to make people think that like you're together. I know it's manipulating the situation, and it's kind of unethical, kind of, honestly. But like, as long as like you're giving to that relationship other than just manipulating her to try to get women, like if you genuinely like you help her, like you're being a net positive in her life, not like you're only there to help me get women, because I think that's like very negative. But if you can, it's a hard thing to balance. It's not easy. Or if that is too tough, what you can do is get the dog, because pretty much every woman I've ever talked to loves dogs. They just love dogs, and if you can have a friendly dog, and obviously that dog's gonna protect you. The dog's gonna listen to you. You gotta train the dog. You gotta make sure the dog can walk in the leash properly. You can't just fucking bring this dog out here and he's like, he has to be friendly. He has to be approachable. And yeah, you gotta train the dog properly. So like that can help you out tremendously in the dating scene. That's a good way to get women to approach you, because they feel comfortable. Me just out walking, especially if there's nobody around, women feel very uncomfortable, because they don't know. They don't know me. They see me and they look at me and they see that I'm usually taller than all of them, and most of the time I'm taller than every single woman I've seen in real life, pretty much. Not always, but pretty much. And they see that I'm not. They look at me as like I could be a threat, because they don't know me. They don't know me at all. They don't know like I'm actually a good dude. They just look at me because the perspective I am can be intimidating, especially for women. But having a nice, friendly dog shows that I'm a good person. Now, if I have a dog that's untrained, he's kind of iffy. You don't know if you can pet him. He's kind of like sketchy. Obviously, I'm not very approachable. But if I have, you can go to places and you can be approachable if you're a man. There's ways to do it. It's hard. And I'll probably end up doing this myself. Because like the dating scene is just horrible. It is god awful. Like the number one Tinder, that's the number one dating app, really? The most superficial thing that you can have. And then people wonder why that women... So, like, okay, why are women's standards high? I've said this 100,000 times, and I rarely hear the red pill people talking about this. Why are their standards so high? Because there's so many of them that don't take care of themselves, and they make themselves unattractive. Men mostly do not like women who are obese. I'm sorry ladies, we don't like it. We're not attracted to it. It doesn't get us wanting to be close to you. And in fact, I think when you look at heavy women, they're pretty masculine. And that's another thing. That's another drawback. So even if I do find a woman that's in shape, she's hyper masculine for her being a female. And I'm not attracted to that, man. I'm not attracted to that at all. I'm not going to fight with you in the relationship. I'm the leader. You can You can either mirror me, follow me, or whatever, but, and I'm open to suggestions, but I'm the masculine leader. Somebody breaks in, I'm gonna handle it. If something happens in the street, I'm gonna handle it. You look towards me. I have a ton of wisdom. I know how to do certain mechanical things. Not saying that they can't, but I'm just saying I'm more physically opposing than they are. So when there's a direct threat, I'm the one that's going to have to deal with it. Whether I get beat up, killed, whatever, I'm going to have to go in there first. Somebody breaks in, I need to deal with it. So the problem is the dating apps. They're trash. The people who have created them are, and they're crashing. Nobody cares about them. When I'm on them, and I'm really disinterested. And it's mostly like a social experiment because I really don't even really want to meet anybody, especially like I was talking about yesterday. Is like I'm not excited. I haven't been. I'm to see what's out there, and even if like for me, how you look plays a big factor, but it doesn't play everything. There's more to it. I don't want a woman that's a 10. I don't want a woman that's too attractive. I would want somebody on my level. And I'm old. Look, I got wrinkles on my face. I'm an old man. I don't have the beard right now, but I got gray in my beard. So I don't mind dating somebody my age. But when you go on these dating apps, when you even I was looking ahead, I was like, I can't wait till my kids are old. It's gonna be so much fun. And then now I'm here and I'm like, this is trash, dude. It's it because when you go on there, you either have a ton of overweight people. I'm sure it's for females too. I'm sure there's a ton of overweight males. Because it's not just women that are overweight, it's men too that are overweight here in America. And it's bad for both sides because women, you wonder why they have huge standards on there, because they have so many matches, they have so much an abundance of guys getting at them on there. They have to raise their standards. If you, as a man, had a ton of females out here, whether they're attractive or they're not, whether you're attracted to them or not, you had a ton just flooding at you all the time, and then like complimenting you and wanting to meet you and like throwing their vagina at you. And I know that's like, oh, that'd be so great, but you would have so much thrown at you that you would get bored of it. I know that sounds weird. I know it sounds weird. You just have like an apple full of females that I'll never get bored. Yes, you do. Because part of the dating experience, part of it is the thrill of the hunt. The thrill of trying, like, this girl's pushing back. You're like, this women used to do it all the time, and now you can't because you don't want. And I understand there's a lot of guys that don't get it. They're harassing them. But back in the day, like if you talk to your grandmas and you talk to your great grandmas or whatever, who or any woman that has been married for a long time, I bet you she shot her husband down a couple times in the past. He made a couple advances. He wanted to get her out, and I bet you she shot him down a couple times, and that was part of, like, she let on like maybe like, and so like it wasn't like, no, there's no chance. And then like no, it's kind of like, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. And women, they like that. They like it's there's something in the game of it that women like, that to be able to have a man that they're somewhat attracted to shoot him down, and he's resilient, right? And like I said, it's not like she shot him down and he's like, just leave me alone, don't talk to me ever again. It's like, and then it gives him like that sense of, I have a shot. Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow. Perhaps she was just in a bad mood. Perhaps she's not feeling good because she's on her period. That does happen, man. That does happen. A lot of women say that their periods hurt them bad. So like, yeah, they're gonna be in a bad mood. They're gonna for like a week. So it's they feel fat. They don't feel attractive. They don't want to be bothered. So unless you know them, so it's a delicate balance. But like, we can't do that no more. This whole thing, like, if a woman turns me down, that's it. That's it. There's no like, and I did this. I was dancing on the line. So I was at work, and there's a supervisor I was really attracted to. Oh my god, she was perfect. Like, she didn't do drugs. She didn't drink that much. She stayed out of trouble. She was really responsible. She was around my age. She was like a year older than me. I made a list probably like a year before I moved to Washington, and she checked off so many boxes. Her kids were raised. They're out of the house. I'm like, man, this woman's perfect for me. This is exactly who I went from this like toxic relationship where I'm, with a narcissistic person, when I was narcissistic too. Not to say that it's completely gone, but like, I have curbed a lot of my narcissistic tendencies. I don't know if it can ever be corrected fully, but I have calmed down a lot when it comes to that. I don't post selfies all the time. And it's like, I put this out here, so people have some information. Maybe this just gets deleted, But like, I just think it's valuable, and I think there's a reason for me to be putting this stuff out. But Tinder, it's like, it goes against relationship type of. It's just a hookup. It's just a hookup app for people who are really, 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 really pretty people, really, really valuable people, and for the rest of us who are peasants, who, especially men, it's an unusable dating app. Tinder is like, for somebody like me, it's mostly unusable. And I'm like swiping on women I'm attracted to, and I understand like, she's never gonna swipe on me, so like, I'm wasting my time. Swiping on this person, it's just wasting your time. And the cool thing about Tinder is, you don't know, like, they don't know that you swiped on them. So like, Facebook dating app is a little bit better. It has swiping in it. But when somebody swipes on you that they like you, like, you'll get a notification. I think that you should be able to let them. I think there should be like an extra step. I should be able to swipe if I want. But it's so weird if I swipe left on this person and I'm still on this dating app. What if they change their life around? What if this person I looked at before, and I'm like, they're completely overweight or whatever, their life has changed and they decided to lose all the weight, and then now I can't see them no more unless I redo the app and I have to go through everyone again. So that's a problem. That's the problem with these social media sites is there's no path for redemption. And the whole idea of the left is like there's no path to redemption. Once you were labeled this, you're labeled this forever, and you're horrible. You can't reform, you can't change, you're just a piece of shit for the rest of your life. You might be raised in a racist environment, you turn out racist, and then you go into this different environment, talk to these different people, and realize the people who raised you were pieces of fucking shit. And they led you down the wrong path, and you completely rehabilitate yourself. Like, there is a path to fucking change. And the left doesn't want that. And you can see it because they own these companies. There's no path for redemption. Even Elon, like why can't Alex Jones get a shot back? Why can't I unban some of my past profiles on Twitter? It's just banned forever. The whole ban forever is just bullshit, man. Unless like I did some heinous act like pedophilia or murder or anything like that, or sexual assault against a woman, like force, you know what I mean? Super aggressive. I'm trying to avoid the word. I don't even know why it matters, but I just don't want to get my stuff banned. So that kind of worries me. So, those type of instances when people are in prison, actual prison, okay, I can get that. But I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I said the wrong thing, and I'm just banned forever. Like, I can't just be banned for a year. It's utterly ridiculous, and everything I've put in this, all my time and effort, is just gone. It's just gone for real. Anyway, so the Facebook dating app. And this is what Twitter should do. It does hide the profile, right? It does hide your Facebook profile, so you can't message them. You can't. But if they put their real name, it's not that hard to find these people, honestly. So like when I go into the Facebook dating, people put where they're from and their name. So you just go on regular Facebook and then search them. Search where they're from and their name. And then you look for anything that looks like them. And I found a couple people, and I'm like, I didn't know if like they were overweight or whatever. And it turns out they were, because they were kind of being very deceptive. If a woman has pictures, all her pictures are like that. It's very deceptive. So your digital. The problem with Facebook dating is there needs to be more filters in the searches. When it comes down to like people have preferences when it comes to like people who they want to date. Maybe some people like to date in their own race. This could be any race, okay? So there needs to be that. There needs to be like a height thing. There needs to be like a weight thing. So it just like filters out all these people who maybe have an extra couple pounds, or they're obese or whatever, where I don't even have to see their profiles. And MySpace was amazing for this. They had so many filters that I could filter people out and find them in my area. And the biggest problem with Facebook dating is the area search. And I've used this in different areas. Because I lived in Missouri and now I live in Michigan. And it does the same thing. I say I only want profiles in like 3 miles away from me. 10 miles. And then like it starts generating people in the little like swipe thing who are like hundreds of miles away from me. And I'm like, I specifically said, I only want some people in this area. And it says high preference. And it still puts people who are like in Illinois and Wisconsin. And I'm like in Detroit. So it's like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you doing? And it's been like this for years, and they haven't fixed it at all. But what I said, there needs to be some type of app where you have to make a video talking about yourself. And before you swipe left, you have to watch 5 seconds of it. If you can swipe right at any time, but you have to watch at least 5 seconds of this person talking before swiping left on them. That's how you can get like a vibe and see like if you like their tonality, if you like their voice. There's this one female, like we align pretty well politically, and she is slightly overweight, so that's a big reason. And she's got 4 kids, which she's still raising. For me, I'm just like, and then like when she talks, she don't look like she could be a dude, but when she talks, she sounds like she could pass as one of these trans people. So like that's unattractive to me. So especially for women need to be able to listen to a guy talk a little bit. So like the Tinder dating app is not really meant for women, really. They really don't even need a swipe. I mean, really, like, it's kind of pointless to swipe anyway when you got AI can just find people for you. You can just put in the parameters of what you want, and then it just searches you. Why is there not a dating app or a relationship app like eHarmony? I know they do more about the specific questions, more personality type. But one thing, none of these apps are free anymore. Plenty of Fish used to be free. Facebook is free, but for whatever reason they want to limit how many swipes you can have a day. So stupid. I'm so tired of that crap. And a lot of other apps you can't even message people. You can get on there and see this and that, and what they do is they like Tinder likes to do this too. They like to have people that are liking you. You see, like, you get some notifications, and they want you to purchase their product for whatever, how long you do it. It could be a week, it could be a month, whatever. But I guarantee if I was to go on there and purchase it, I would have a bunch of people I'm probably not attracted to. Yeah, I get all these notifications, but I'm just not attracted to you. So like, they need to do a better job of getting me excited to want this. And they should be happy I'm even on the app. I mean, like, seriously, why are they not using ads? Like, you can be using ads. Let me watch, like YouTube, 5 seconds of an ad. If I have an ad playing, I should get credit for watching that ad to whatever. Access to this, access to that. I should, if however many minutes I watch that, like, there should be a percentage. So if I want to watch a movie, like Top Gun or something, and it's not free, I can't go on YouTube, I can't check it out on Tubi, it's nowhere, but I want to watch it. Well, I should be able to watch like so many ads. And a lot of them do this. But there's a lot of movies that are like, everything just needs to be more open, more accessible, and things are just like closed off, and like, okay, I'm gonna go purchase, like, I just seen it yesterday on Twitter. People are posting like they bought these movies and then now PlayStation Store removed them even though they owned it. So like there's a big problem with buying something, getting banned, kicked off, and can't use that product no more, and then just keeping your money. This happens in video games. If I buy a song, if I spend my money on a song, on a movie, whatever, I should be able to own that thing for the rest of my life, pretty much. But they don't want you to. I should be able to access that because I put my money into it. If they want to take it away, they should reimburse me. If I get banned off of something, they should not keep my money. They should reimburse me. You don't want me using your product? Fine, give me my money back. And there needs to be more lawsuits. People should sue the fuck out of these people. So with the dating apps, it's just like the dating scene now. Here's the problem. The problem is there's too many unattractive people. So what that does is, since you have most of the population being unattractive to the opposite sex, people's standards go higher. They go higher and higher and higher. Because you got all these undesirable people who don't give a shit about themselves, who don't give a shit about their health, that don't care about their life at all. They don't have their life together at all. They're trying to... If you are overweight, you don't have your life together. I'm sorry. You don't. If you don't have your finances together, where you're not paying all your own bills, you don't have your life together. So you just have a lot of people who don't have their lives together on these dating apps. And women are getting to the mindset where they don't want to build anything. They don't want to put any work into anything because there's so much of abundance of men that can replace me at any time, because I'm not really valuable to them, only for what I can do for them. So when I look at that aspect of things, I'm like, I'm not going to compete. Listen, if you want that, go ahead. Just like my ex. If you want to be a party girl, go be a party girl. Go drink to the bar. Go be as many guys as you want. But guess what? I'm not going to be around no more. You do what makes you happy. You want to dress like this, and this. If I'm talking about if I was in a relationship with someone. I'm not talking about her no more. If you want to dress a certain way, go do it. I don't care. But I'm not going to have a serious relationship with you because you don't take yourself serious. You don't have any respect for yourself. So if you don't have any respect for yourself, how the hell are you going to ever have respect for me? And this goes both ways, because guys will not stop with the sex. You go onto the dating site. Go onto the dating sites. If you're a female, which I doubt any women are watching this, but if you're a woman, pose as a man and go onto these dating sites and look at all these women's profiles. They're super fucking negative. Every single one of them is, I will not hook up. I will not hook up. They all say this. Pretty much like 90% of the profiles on dating profiles are women saying, I will not hook up. I will not hook up. Because that's all guys want to do. And let me tell you something, they will hook up. But guys they're just tired of our shit. I put a question on Twitter. I said, "Do women really want to get, since 80% of women are filing for divorce nowadays, do women, are they really into getting married or are they into getting divorced? Which one do they really like more?" Um, because I look based off of actions. I don't care about words, what people say. I look at their actions. Actions speak louder than words. That is a saying that means a lot. Um, with the dating scene, it is a shit show. You have a ton of broken people on there trying to fill voids in their lives that they can't fill themselves. Um, and naturally, women want to be taken care of. So we're not the same. Different things keeps us attracted to different. We're attracted to different things. Women are attracted to multiple different things. That's why you can see like a heavy dude with a hot chick, and you're like, how the heck did he get hurt? Well, he's probably really funny and he's got good status, and he makes her laugh. You know, that's why she's with him. That's why she's attracted to him. That's why that situation happened. But usually the other way around, it's like you are. This is what I've complained about a lot. I put in all this work on myself. I am like the best I've ever been in my life. I went through the trenches and I still have work to do. I've worked to bust my ass, fix a lot of emotional problems, did this, did that, fix a lot of this crap. Became what I want. Became what I want. Almost there, not completely there, but became what I want. But what I want is like, it was attainable 10 years ago, 5 years ago, but it's just not now. And I don't want to bring on an anchor. I'm careful about who I talk to, who I allow in my life. I would rather have no friends than have people who bring me down. It's hard enough not to bring myself down. I don't need other people bringing me down. So like, and the type of person I am is I mimic other people. Other people can influence me big time. And as I get older, that is going away. As my narcissism goes lower and lower, people have a less of an influence on me. So, with the whole dating thing man, it is. There's so many people with so many traumas that they have done nothing about, and you can see it with the heavy people. Why are you heavy? Most likely because they are eating a problem away. They're not dealing with the problem. And the fact that we got the mainstream media and we got Hollywood and we got all these elites pushing this crap at the same time pushing climate change. It's a bunch of propaganda. That's all it is. And that's why everyone's so confused, because it's a bunch of propaganda getting shoved down our throats. So we need to bleed them dry. And when I mean bleed them dry, I mean bleed them dry of their money. These places need to be boycotted. People need to stop using people. Like Hollywood should die. It should completely go bankrupt and go away, because it's just a cesspool of crap. That's all they put out is crap. They don't even put out good movies. And like movies nowadays, it's just like it could be outdated. Movies could be outdated. I'm watching some movies and I go on my phone. That's kind of why I don't like going to the theater, because I don't want to. I can't be on my phone. But it's just like the culture right now is just horrific. There is no culture. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's no culture. The movies are trash. Music is like
Taylor Swift. One person has like Taylor Swift and like Lady Gaga. So just pop stars. That's the only thing that's like hitting right now.
And that's all pushed out by the machine. Mainstream media, all that crap. It's all a bunch of propaganda. It's a bunch of fucking lies. Um, they're trying to see if people will conform, and also you have. So China owns a lot of Hollywood, so they're gonna push out a bunch of propaganda because they want to divide us. They want to conquer us. The best way to divide a country like America, who yeah, we're still powerful for right now. Doesn't mean we're gonna stay that way. The only way to destroy a powerful country like America is from within, depleting the family structure. You know, people moving away from their families when they should want to be around their families. People shouldn't want to move away from their families. Kids should want to be around their parents. They should, not so much as adults. I mean, they want to live their own life, but they shouldn't want to live too far. They should want to go to family functions. They should want to do Sunday night dinners or stuff like that. They should want to be in their parents' life to some capacity. And you don't have to live close to them nowadays, but it's just a breakdown of the family. When I was raised, I wasn't around any of my family, any of my cousins, any of that. My uncles, aunts. Now I went to family functions every so often, like my dad had me on a Christmas or something like that. But I wasn't around these people, grandmas and grandpas. I wasn't around these people, and it's like, why are you the way that you are? Well, because I was completely isolated. I'm not a family person because I wasn't around family. And you have a lot of people who have really unstable environments that they were raised in, and now they have all these problems they don't want to deal with, they haven't dealt with, and they're on social media apps. They're trying to fill the voids in their life because they can't do it themselves because they don't want to put in the hard work. Why don't they want to put it in the hard work? Because they don't have to. That's why a lot of women aren't changing, because they don't have to. What will make people have to? Pain and suffering. That's the number one thing to change people, because the pain and suffering is worse than going down the road to healing. So it's like, I can't continue down this path because I don't want to get destroyed again. I gave all I could to this person. They don't care about me no more. They don't, I invested so much in this person. I loved this person. I would have died for this person, and then they just left me. And it could drive people to self-delete. That's a huge trauma when you're that emotionally invested in somebody and they're still out there living, but they've replaced you and they're happy and they're having fun, and like their life is so much better without you. Even though like you tried so hard to, it's very trauma inducing. So, and people don't want to work on themselves. If they don't want to even work on themselves, why the hell are they going to work on a relationship unless like they're benefiting tremendously? So yeah, humans take the path of least resistance, and instead of fixing themselves, they hope somebody else can fix them. And like I've tried to help people lose weight, and you can't. You can guide, but you can't take somebody that's like, yeah, they fit everything I think, but then like, all right, I'm gonna get her to lose weight. You can't, or him. They have to want to do it themselves. They have to want to change themselves, and people just don't want to. So it is what it is. And dating is kind of, like, it's kind of pointless
And I'm almost to the point where I just want to get a second job. And this is what I was talking about yesterday. The entertainment's terrible. Video games are everything is fucking terrible. It's all fucking terrible. I'm not excited. I'm not excited about anything coming out. Major League Baseball, the show is gonna be coming out next year. WWE, and I liked playing this game, but it's like, okay, so I'm just going to buy something that's I already have played. And what? Well, it's not much better than what I already have. So it's like, I gotta make a change. When the holidays are over, I gotta make a change. And if getting a second job is more appealing to me than like dating, that's pretty fucking bad. Like that's pretty bad where dating's at. It's completely worthless for men and women at this point until we go through pain and suffering as a society, when we have financial breakdowns, and people actually have to suffer consequences of racking up huge debts, trying to like show off to people who don't give a shit, until people actually have to go through some suffering and pain, and it's financial. The number one thing is financial stuff that wakes people up. All this crap, you could have communism take over and people will be fine with it, until they're starving to death. But like, seriously, people will bring on communism. Like, Americans, they'll bring it on, no problem. Maybe not half the country, but half of the country will bring communism, and they in fact want it because they're retarded. And they don't understand human nature. They don't understand history. They don't understand slavery. They don't understand shit. These people, it amazes me that these people who are so educated, they go to college and they're so smart, can be so dumb at the same time. That's another thing. Look at all these things that you have to check off now. Oh, if I was to have like a Trump shirt on, whatever woman wanted to give me a chance before wouldn't give me a chance. So like, it is completely worthless to date at all, pretty much. Especially for men, for both. Because nobody wants to fix themselves. Nobody wants to fix themselves. Because they don't have to. So it's pointless at this point. It pretty much is pointless. And it sucks. Because it would be nice to have a companion. It'd be nice to have somebody that we can build something together. We can build a life together. You can have your own finances, I have my own finances. But we can combine and like, we can pay for things together. It would be nice, but can't do that. Can't have that. Because there's all these dudes simping on these women. Their egos are completely inflated. And there's not much of a selection. There's not much of a selection here in America. I'm not excited. I feel bad for the youth. It will get better after we go through our turmoil. The rebuilding of America will give people a purpose. Especially young men. Because it's pretty much going to be work or die. Work or starve. Yeah.